quarterback Kyle McCord with us this morning. Kyle, did you do anything cool last weekend, or what'd you do?
No, not really. Quick trip out to Vegas, and that was about it.
Quick business trip out there to the Pacific time zone?
Yep.
I know you traveled Wednesday of last week, got out there.
Yeah.
So what'd you do for the first couple of days, or day and a half or so before the game Friday?
Yeah, so flew out Syracuse, I think like 1 o'clock on Wednesday, and then literally as soon as we landed, got on the bus and went straight to practice. Just getting guys moving around, get adjusted to the air, the time change, all that. So went straight to practice on Wednesday, then to the hotel Wednesday night, and then Thursday was a long day. Just a lot of meetings and walkthroughs. We didn't have like an actual practice. So Thursday felt like forever, and then obviously Friday similar with the night game. Just more meetings, walkthroughs, stuff like that. Just getting ready for the game, and then obviously going out and playing on Friday night.
Now, in hindsight, because like my dad would do this when we were little, he would just invent stuff for us to do, basically to keep us out of trouble.
Yeah.
Like, was it any bit of that? Like, let's have a bunch of meetings so that these guys, so nobody.
I mean, I think we stayed. It was like 30 minutes away, maybe a little more, away from everything, like the whole Vegas Strip. So even if you wanted to go do something, you were too far away to even have a chance.
Wasn't a thing.
Yeah, it wasn't even a possibility.
Now, how about the stadium? Because I had seen it at the Super Bowl, obviously, and watched the game on Friday. It looks like an amazing facility.
Yeah, no, the stadium was sweet. Obviously, pulling up, it's pretty cool knowing that you're playing in an NFL stadium. And then when you're inside, I love playing indoors. So obviously, a nice environment there for a quarterback. But then even though it wasn't completely filled up, it still got pretty loud, both sides. Obviously, there's a lot of Syracuse fans there, so it was a cool environment.
Were you surprised at the number of Syracuse fans there?
Yeah, no, I was. It honestly, Jackson Meek said it felt like a playoff game. It was like half UNLV fans, half Syracuse fans, so it was a really cool environment. It was really cool to see all the people that made the trip out to Vegas.
Well, the game, I mean, it was exciting just to watch from a fan perspective, and it couldn't have started better for you guys. I think you were 7 for 7 and 73 yards, marching down the field and a touchdown, and then the horse race was kind of on at that point, back and forth, but an exciting game to watch, and I'm sure to play in.
Yeah, no, like you said, we started fast. We scored on our first 2 drives, and then stalled a little bit in the middle part of the first half there, but then ended with the field goal. And then, like you said, kind of back and forth, momentum shifting back and forth all game. But I feel like the guys did a really good job of just keeping their composure when things were going bad and staying steady in the boat, and then ultimately coming out with a win.
And it looks as though, as you said, keeping the poise. There's never, all year long, there's no sense, no matter what's happening in the field, of any kind of panic or anything like that. And it's just your leadership and other seniors on the team just able to finish and like settle down and finish. And that seems to be what you're able to do this year. Yeah,
I think, like you said, a lot of senior leadership, a lot of guys who've played in a lot of football games, a lot of big football games. And then on top of that, I think just the way we practice so hard throughout the week that you get to the game on the weekend and it's not anything that you haven't done before. So I think those 2 things have been a big reason why, like you said, it's kind of been just calm and poised on the sideline all year long so far.
As far as the game, Laquint, just a beast. And I know he hurt his leg, I think, early in the game, but he said, I'm not coming out. But, I mean, it's just that mentality of, like, do what you got to do to win. And that was so inspiring watching him play. And then and after the fact, knowing that he was playing a lot of that game hurt.
Yeah, no, I mean, he is he's a dog. I mean, that's about all I can say. I mean, he pushed through some pain, and I mean, you wouldn't even know it watching the game if he hadn't said anything. So just seeing the way that he battled through that, and at times really just put the team on his back and willed us to a win was awesome. And I mean, that's the type of guy you want to be in the backfield with.
And that final touchdown, the game-winning touchdown, that second and third effort and fourth effort for him to get across the goal line. Watching you on the replay looked like even watching it at home, like, okay, so he got stopped there, and sorry, it's only second down or whatever it was, so we still got more opportunity. But when he kept going, you got excited, and I saw the other guys on the team start running over to see if they could throw some block or push him into the end zone or whatever. But that was just like a cool moment to see.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know how the play was going to exactly play out, but then saw him kind of, bounce it a little bit there to the outside. So I'm like, shoot, if I can, beat somebody there and help push Laquint in, that would be great. But obviously, he didn't need my help to score. It was great seeing that. I think just the effort, and he just wouldn't be denied at the goal line.
And for UNLV, a quality road win against a ranked team. And again, throwing the ball well. Is it that stadium? You said you're used to throwing inside and you like that, but does that juice you up a little bit too, playing in a place like that and throwing inside?
Yeah, I mean, one of Coach Fran's recruiting points for me last year was it's always 70 and sunny in the Dome. And so, I mean, that stayed true in Vegas. But, I mean, obviously threw the ball a bunch. I think some of those were just kind of an extension of the run game with some of the RPOs, just free access, hitches to the field and stuff like that. But whatever it takes to win, I think we ran over 100 plays. So anytime that you can get that many plays in, it's a good thing. Just gives you more cracks at it. So I thought we did a good job just being efficient and moving the ball by any means.
Now, after the game and after the win, how much time before you had to get on the plane and then fly back? Was there another? Did you go back for another night in a hotel, or did you just get right on the plane?
Yeah, we got right on the plane right after the game, and then I think we ended up landing back here in Syracuse at like 8 a.m. on, I guess, Saturday morning.
Yeah, that's a long.
Yeah, it was a long flight, but much better coming off a win. So it was a good time on the flight, and then got some rest, then on to NC State now.
And NC State maybe underperforming based on preseason expectations, but still a conference win, and it's always been a tough place to play in Raleigh. And now it looks as though a different quarterback going into the game on a Saturday night. But when you're watching the tapes and Coach Fran is breaking it down, what are you guys looking at when you see the Wolfpack there?
Yeah, a talented team. Like you said, I think there's still a lot of great players across the board. Obviously, they have a new quarterback. I think that'll play this week, but talented kid. They can score on offense, and then their defense, they got playmakers all over the field. A lot of really good DBs. Their front is tough. Some good linebackers too. So we're gonna have to bring it. It's gonna be a really cool environment playing there 8 o'clock at night. So I'm looking forward to it.
Now going back to last week, you got back 8 in the morning. Probably went home, hit the sack, got up, but then that freed up Saturday to watch a lot of football, and there was one upset right after the other.
Yeah.
All afternoon and all evening long. Was there a specific game that you were paying close attention to?
I mean, I'm like a college football junkie when I get the chance to be. So I was watching, everything. Obviously, the Alabama game was nuts. The Tennessee game or the Tennessee-Arkansas game was crazy. Like you said, just all across the board, it literally felt like in every single conference there was an upset happening. And I think that, college football is a crazy place, and it just goes to show, like, you have to bring it every single time you step on the field.
And last but not least, what your New York Jets need to do here, Kyle? I know it was a floss here, but
shoot. I mean, I played with Garrett Wilson at Ohio State, so just keep getting him the ball and play good defense. I think those are the two biggest things now. Obviously, the news just came out that they fired their head coach, which is, crazy, I think, at this point in the year, but that's football. It's all oriented business, so we'll see.
It's the biz, but you're a fan. You have not written them off for the year yet.
No,
not at all.
They got Aaron Rodgers.
That's right.
Yeah, they got Aaron. We'll be all right. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Kyle, thanks as always. Safe travels down to NC.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you.